So I have a question, Nico. So this Edinburgh Festival, it's happening live only, or is there like a virtual angle to it where we can watch?
Honestly, I've never been to Edinburgh since last of last year, but according to the source, I live in Scotland anyway. There is some like live shows, definitely. But the only difference will be like it's no longer like before. It's gonna be like, I mean, distancing thing, which means I don't understand what when they say 2 meter distancing. Now they move it to 1 meter. I can't tell the difference, especially when people have been drinking. How do you tell someone who's drunk that's 2 meter distance now? Stop there. It doesn't make sense. But anyway, that's what. Yeah, it's going to be live shows definitely, but more. I mean, it's going to be online, I think.
Because there are a couple of Indians who are, I think, having a show on that Edinburgh through Sounds Proper Comedy. You remember Kajol and
Yes,
Abbas?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, so they're getting their show on there. So that's amazing. It's
That's
going
good.
global.
Yeah. It's really nice. I like that because it keeps online gigs alive actually. So we need that as well. I never registered myself because I'm too busy. But I would like.
It's a long story. It's super complicated. I'm going through it right now. It's like applying for visa.
Exactly. Exactly. I was gonna say that. It's like I live here. Go like when I started comedy. When I want to go to Edinburgh Festival, I end up with like pile of books, like pages, pages,
Okay.
pages, just for a small room. I'm like, why don't you do that back home? Just put a sign, rent a room for it. Just get it. But that's Europe for you. But Edinburgh Festival for me, personally, I disagree with it because I live here too long. I think they overcharge people. I used to work with a group from Ghana. They came from Ghana, six of them, and we have to rent a two-bedroom house. Was costing £2,000 something. Almost like the show was only there for 2 weeks, and there's no way in life you can sell tickets, no matter how good your show is, for to make £2,000 in 1 week in that show. I don't see that happening, and you need to stay longer than that. But if your rent is taking that exact straight away, what are you doing there? It's the flights, hotels, and it's just nonsense. So we try to challenge it through the other communities for the landlords, for example, like, please, can you just think about people starting new, they don't have money and stuff, but it doesn't work. The Edinburgh Council is the one who's supposed to take in charge for, I don't know. I, I can't really answer everything about Edinburgh Festival because I hate it, to be honest. That's all I can say. It's a nice thing when you look from outside, but if you can get inside and see how they work, for me, maybe because I'm poor, but the prices are very bad. Uh, the worries me is that the local people, they get infected, they get punished because now they can't buy a bread or a pizza in the same price they used to be before the festival. So when the festival starts, everything double the price.
Okay.
And these poor guys, they live there the rest of their lives. They have to pick up a bill, which is
Because it's a comedy festival and prices get ridiculous.
Yeah, but if you live there for the rest of your life, I don't know if you get the point. It's like they should have a price for people who live there, and the price for people who come for fun. So I wouldn't like to go in the pub I used to go when I was before festival to buy something for £3, and now it's £8, and the wages are not growing. So you know, but please don't let me not put you off, guys, on comedy on Edinburgh Festival for comedy. I'm just saying in my own opinion. So it's open to anyone to go and visit and enjoy it.
Nico, I just have to say that the best fun I've seen surrounding the Edinburgh Festival has not been in any of the venues. It's been on a place called the Mound, which is kind of an open space, and I've seen acts go there and perform for free, and some of them have become famous. I'm trying to remember the name of the I can't think of a transvestite guy who became a famous talk show host in America, but I remember him doing a show for free on the Mound that my kids did a show in advance of.
Mhm.
That's true.
And he became famous, but he did it by giving to people for free on the moon.
Yep, you can even, it's not really like, it's free, yes, but you have to actually, in the mornings, we used to do that. You have to go 6 in the morning to put your name for the slot, for the space, because everybody's rushing for the space. If you get a nice space every week or every day, and you're good, definitely you get noticed, you do well. But sometimes they give you a spot where there's no one really going there. It's doing, as I said, Edinburgh Festival is big and it's nice. Please don't listen to me. I've got my own experience with it, which is different than other people. Because I had a group from Africa, they felt like they were treated fairly because it was overpriced for them. Because different countries got different value on money. So they...
Nico, I'm along with David. How come did you kind of attract this kind of international global community? I think you are gifted with something here that is unseen, and I think there is a crowd here that is like supporting, really here to support you, to lift up something that we don't know we're lifting. It's lifting a joke. How can you lift a joke? And you're not a joke, Nico. This is serious stuff. This is comedy.
Yeah, I can always make excuses every time when I get this question because there's thousands and thousands of us who are trying to get somewhere up there. And you're right, I could raise any time. But this, I don't know, I never fear anything. I never think that I'm not good or bad. I just love the competition. Called competition. Sometimes we pretend it's not. If you're going to do a stand-up comedy with people you don't know, like in the live comedy, now what you want to hear is the audience talking about you, not about someone else. But yes, you wish them the good, but deep inside is me. That's my show. I want it. But because sometimes we pretend, well done, man. But you know, like me, I'm straightforward. It's my show. I'm going for it. If I get disappointed, I'm disappointed. That's true. I'm not gonna lie. But so we're living in this society where like, oh, we're working as a team, but it's not true. In the Edinburgh Festival, you need, so one day maybe I will, but I don't know, we'll see.
But once again, I have to say, it's amazing that so many people from so many parts of the world have come together. I think that is I could never see that at a Glasgow comedy event. I could have gone to an event in Salsa or whatever its name is, the place that you originally started, and that would be 3 local comedians or 4, and that would be it. This was amazing. This was Trans World. It was amazing.
Trans World.
I think I've spoken a lot now. I always wanted to hear from Jade. No offense. I just want to know about the comedy history of yourself in America, South America, wherever it is.
Stole the show. What the heck?
No, stop it, Olga.
Because
I'm kind of with, I just wanted to say something to what David said. What David was saying about us, being from different parts of the world. In the comedy community, we were talking about this in another room recently. Back in the old days, before the pandemic, which seems like so long ago, comedians would only see each other at shows. So like a comedian from London or a comedian from New York would happen to come together for one show in, Australia or something. And we'd hang out at the bar and talk and get to know each other. And that friendship, that networking thing happened in that way. But when the pandemic happened, even though we were confined to these boxes, this networking opportunity of getting, like Olga, I think you and I are really well suited for any show, like in a lineup together. And she's on the other side of the world. It would have been it would have been a small chance that she and I would have crossed paths in any other. It would have taken years for it to happen, probably.
Yeah.
And this pandemic and the way that comedians responded to the pandemic, which I think was brilliant, allowed for what you're seeing, a little bit of what you saw today. It's because of that. Comics can't fail. When we get on stage, it's just us. So there's this thing in our brain where it's like, we have to make the joke work no matter what. And I think when the pandemic happened, we were all like, we can't stop doing comedy. What do we do? And I think what you saw today is a result of that.
Oh, thank you. That's very good. Now over to Olga. Now I want to hear Olga. What is it?
Oh my God. First thing that is in my mind right now is that I've never done it before. Usually I just post some posters of the show I'm in. But for this show, I made, you can go right now, I don't know if it's possible, on my Facebook or Instagram. And there is a signature like above this post of this show. And I wrote 2 words, my all. That's all I wrote. I don't know why. I just had the feeling. And I would say for me, this pandemic and Zoom comedy, it's unbelievable opportunities for networking. And before COVID, before Zoom, I did comedy for like a year or something, and I didn't feel any progress. I didn't feel any community links and like nothing. And I was lost. And when it all started, I saw how I can make it, how I can make bigger, like everything that, like how I can connect to all these comics, how I can improve my writing skills, acting skills, and everything. I just see it. I just see how I can make it. Before, when I was just stuck here in St. Petersburg doing open mics in English for people who don't understand English that well, I was like, why? I don't see how I can link to the world. And now it's just one button, pretty much. So, and I'm thinking of bigger things like participating in all kinds of festivals, the biggest ones online, again, using this COVID thing. And I feel like my sister lives in Melbourne, and I can't wait to go there to perform on like live stage. But on the other hand, I'm like, come on, now I can go there. And I wish that all the festivals had these digital opportunities so I can join from my couch. So, and I'm not sad at all, because we've seen each other with Jade already like 2 times this day within 24 hours. So